Hey, Emma.
Hey, Dad.
So, today we're going to talk about dogs.
We're going to talk about something very special that is just happened to our family that is related to dogs.
Yeah, go figure. I bet you guys can always figure it out
I
without
know.
us even having to tell you. So, anyway, let's get onto the episode.
Let's go.
So, we have a new dog in the house.
Yeah, we
Yeah, we just adopted a dog from the shelter.
Yep, it's
Yep.
a girl this time.
It's a girl, and she is a what is it? She's a Jack Russell Terrier mix.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's mixed with.
Yeah.
Incredibly strong.
Yeah, she's got big muscles.
Yeah, she got muscles on top of muscles.
Yeah.
But she's a sweet dog, very sweet. Just over a year old,
Yeah.
and acts very much like a puppy.
Yeah.
She's had very, very little training.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking to the adoption place, and apparently they get a lot of their dogs from Tennessee and Kentucky.
Yeah.
And those dogs, they can be strays, they can be ones people turned in. In some cases, she said in rare cases, they know the history of the dog. So they know, the parents of the dog, and they know the birth date and all that.
Yeah.
But in general, when they get them in, they have no idea the breed. They don't know the exact age, so they're using their visual cues, I guess, and physical cues to figure out roughly how old it is and roughly what the breed is. But
Yeah.
in this case, it was one of those where it was a stray, I believe, and it was brought in, and so they don't know its history, they don't know its birth date, they just estimate that it's just over a year old or so.
Yeah.
But it has had almost no training, and no sit, and that's about it.
Yeah. She knows sit, and she can do lay down sometimes.
But that's something that I think Mom taught her. Our mom,
Yeah.
your mom,
Yeah.
not my mom. And she's eager to learn, I think. But she's so rambunctious. Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
That is a lot of energy in that dog.
Yeah.
And so, let's talk about the process. I mean, we talked about it briefly, where Lauren was the one who initiated this one, right?
Yeah,
Your sister.
She's the one who wanted the dog. And she gave, this whole elaborate, speech and stuff about how she was going to take care of it and how she's going to find things around the house to makeshift into, a dog bowl and stuff. And she had, all these plans figured out and, how she was going to pay for it and stuff. And that convinced my mom.
Yeah, that's right. Mom got on board. I was against it. I'm still against it. I mean, we already have it, and I'm still against it. But I've been outvoted.
Yeah.
Even at one point, you were on board.
Yeah. I was on board initially, and then I was kind of thinking about it a little more, and then I didn't really want it.
Yeah.
I think I'm starting to warm up to her.
And in the beginning, I think it seemed like you thought she was really cute and cuddly, and she is. She's very cuddly.
When we were in the when we were doing the adoption process, so when she was still at the shelter, I thought she was nice.
Yeah.
I really liked her. But then as soon as she came home, she just she hasn't broken anything. She hasn't ripped anything apart, but she just is so playful with the dog we have now, Cubby, who's a boy, and he's 13, 14 years old.
Yeah, and he has no interest in playing. Mm-hmm. he just wants to lay down.
Yeah. And so, she would just go attack him and claw at him and bite him and stuff. And so I was really mad about that because I've became very protective of him. My initial reaction as soon as she came home was that I did not like her at all.
Holy crap! Can we take her back?
Yeah, because
you kept the receipt, right?
Yeah, just because she kept attacking my dog and she was just so.
She's just so rambunctious. She just wants to play, and
that's.
I mean, it's not mean what she's doing. It's really just let's play. Play. I want to play. Let's go. I want to play, and she's jumping on him and trying to get him, riled up so he can play. And Cubby's not. He just doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, and Mom said when one of the first nights that she was here, that my mom said that Cubby has never looked so old before until she came in.
Yeah, yep.
So.
Yeah, the comparison is easy to see now that he is quite old and she is very, very young.
Yeah.
But you see they have tender moments now. I mean, they've been together now for a couple of days.
Yeah.
And they do have moments where they're just nose to nose and kind of hanging out. And that's nice to see.
And
even this morning, and you didn't see it, but they were both eating out of the same bowl, eating their breakfast, and they were sharing it. It's like, okay, taking turns. Cubby would take something, and then she would take something, and then Cubby would take something, and so that neither one of them got aggressive because it was dominating the food or anything.
Yeah, I think today and yesterday I'm starting to warm up to her. We got her on Thursday, and today is Sunday. Yeah, and I'm starting to warm up to her because I've had some nicer moments with her.
Yeah, you were just telling me about one.
Yeah, it was without Cubby in the room, but I wanted to talk to my little sister, who's the owner of the new dog, and so we took her into her room, into my sister's room, and we were just talking, and then Sophie came up on the bed.
That's the name of the new dog.
Yeah, the new dog, and she came up on the bed, and at first we were like, no, get off, and then Lauren was like, I don't really care. So she was up there, and she was like trying to eat some socks, and I was like, nope, don't do that. And so I started petting her because she like leaned back onto me and was like, and had her belly up, and so I started petting her, and then she became so calm and still.
Yep.
And so she just like laid her head into my hand, and then she just like laid there with her belly up so that I was petting her and like scratching her head, and she just stayed like that for like 5 minutes, and then I had my sister take a picture because it was just so good.
Yeah.
And then she wanted to pet Sophie too, so she went up to her, and she started snapping at her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she wouldn't let her pet her. She wouldn't let my sister pet her. And then when I started petting her again, she's like lays there again.
I'm busy.
Yeah. But it was really nice because she just stayed really calm and just not moving and just enjoying me petting her, and it was really nice.
She'll figure out, we'll all figure out the place. When we first agreed to this, Mom and I were thinking, okay, Lauren, you agreed, this is the contract that you proposed was you're going to take care of this and train it and do all of that. And as we have her in our possession now, it's obvious that it's not a one-person job, and especially for somebody who's only 10 years old.
Yeah.
It's easily going to become quite overwhelming, kind of like with you and the baby, the electro baby. It's just, if we were to put this 100% on her, she'd be breaking down too. So it's something we're all going to have to pitch in and help out with and do some training,
At
a lot of
least
training.
initially, until she starts to calm down and adjust to our family.
And know the rules. I mean, she's obviously had little to no rules wherever she came from initially. Yeah. And so now that she's not allowed on the sofa, man, that's one of the things we're really struggling with is she insists on being on the sofa.
But like when she comes on the sofa, she's calm. Like
I know.
She's very like rambunctious when she's on the ground because she's constantly like trying to find something to do.
Yep.
And then I notice when she goes on the sofa, she immediately sits down or like lays down.
I know.
And so like I'm kind of conflicted because if we put her on the sofa, she'll be more calm.
She'll be calm, and relaxed.
But we don't want her on the sofa because we don't want all the dog hair and we don't want it smelling like a dog.
Right, yeah. It's tough.
Yeah.
Well, and that's why we signed her up for her and Lauren and Mom for 12 weeks of dog training.
Yeah.
So, and that starts on, I think, November 23rd.
Yeah.
So here it is. We're right before Thanksgiving. So
yeah.
We're going through all this. And we're hosting Thanksgiving this year, too. So we're going to have this rambunctious puppy along with trying to host dinner for all these people.
And we were talking, me and Mommy were talking about it because I was very frustrated with Sophie. And she said that it takes 3 days for the dog to realize that she's not in the kennel anymore. And then it takes 3 weeks for her to...
The kennel meaning the adoption center.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it takes her 3 weeks to find out or to start to learn the rules of the house. And then it takes her 3 months to realize that she's not going back to the kennel.
Okay. Boy, that's a long memory.
Yeah. So she just, we just got to be patient.
Yep.
Give her at least like 3 weeks it'll take weeks just to get her to adjust. So.
Sure. And it's going to take us, taking her outside because of the breed. Jack Russell Terriers are working dogs. They need to get exercise. They need to get out and burn off all that energy. So it's going to be up to us to actually take her out and run her around the block. And,
we've been taking her out because we usually have things going on during the day. Yeah. And then we come home and she's all like riled up. So then there would be like the past couple nights we've taken her out even at 9 o'clock at night just to go for a jog, just so that we can get her settled down to go to bed.
Right. Yep.
So.
And we are cage training her too. So when we're not home, she's in a cage just like Cubby is. And
and when she's eating, when we're eating whatever. Too.
Yep.
Because just so that she doesn't do anything, because our attention's focused on eating, not on the dog.
Right.
We don't want to be having to stop her from chewing on things and attacking Cubby.
Yep.
When we're eating, so we put her in there when we're eating. But
yeah, we'll get to the point where I think she can be out when we're eating.
Yeah.
At some point, but we're not there yet.
Yeah.
But the rest of the time, she's every now and then we have to put her in her cage just because she gets overworked. Sometimes she's just so worked up and so excited that she just is. You can't control her, so we just put her in her cage to have some downtime, relax, a little bit, and then we'll let her out, and then she's much better. So.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need to get away.
Yeah. And I think it's kind of funny also. I've noticed that, like, I would be in my room with, like, just doing something or taking a nap or something with Cubby. So then she wouldn't have seen me for a while. And then as soon as I come down, it's like she's seeing this new person.
Yeah.
And then
you're new all over again.
Yeah. And then she gets all riled up. Like, she could be calm for, like, a while just because she's been seeing the same people. And it's just, she would be calm, and then as soon as something new comes into the situation, just for a brief moment, she gets, like, really riled up.
Right, yep.
Even if she already knows me, she's still, like...
It's still
new.
She
just gets excited, so...
Oh, look, somebody's back. Yay!
Yeah.
Let's play.
Yeah.
I was looking on the internet. I found this article from the New York Times. It was dated July 4th, 2019, written by Lisa Damore, I think, and it says, "What do teenagers need? Ask the family dog." And so I thought this was really interesting in how teens and, Lauren, because she's, not that far from the teen world yet, some ways that dogs benefit, with teenagers. So it says, to start with, animals don't judge, and teenagers are generally subjected to a great deal of judgment. I think that's true, right?
Yeah.
Adults tend to harbor negative stereotypes about adolescents, and even those who feel neutral or positive about young people often engage them with the aim of cultivating their growth in one way or another. So, in other words, when you see a teenager and you just automatically go into this mode that you want to teach and train, and you're trying to improve them and make them better than you are. And then it goes on to say, pets are by their nature non-judgmental. So a lot of teenagers will report that as a very important aspect of the relationship. If the teenager's upset, the dog won't tell them, maybe you shouldn't have said that to your friend. Like a parent would say that.
Yeah.
Dog's just going to love you regardless.
Yeah.
Even when adolescents aren't being critiqued by adults, they're often aware of being sized up by their peers. So, peers comparing with you.
Yeah.
We're all looking for validation, and that's what pets give us. You have this being who's 100% in your corner, regardless of what you said or did that day.
Yeah.
That dog is always going to love you. So I thought, that's some really cool thing. And then it goes on to talk about emotional intimacy. It says adolescents yearn for emotional intimacy, but are often understandably worried that their parents will seek it. No, their attempts to seek it will be ignored, misunderstood, or rebuffed. Mm-hmm. And it's true. You worry about whether your parents are in a good mood or not, whether when you need attention and comfort, if they're going to be there to be able to provide it or not.
Yeah.
After working all day and then driving home and rush hour traffic and blah blah blah. It says Sadie Rudinsky, a 17-year-old who lives in Los Angeles, carried her aging dog outside when it could no longer move comfortably. I'd hold her like a baby, and she would lay her head on my shoulder, said Sadie, who felt fulfilled by the arrangement. She was in need, and I was meeting her needs. That puts that 17-year-old Sadie in a powerful position to be able to help this dog that needs her. And it totally changes the relationship. It's just you don't realize this as parents that dogs have such a big impact. Yeah. It says too that it goes on the animals recognize when there's a heightened emotional need. So they have a dog who is in the schools, and her name is Sunshine. And she says, Sunshine, who always wears a leash when roaming the school hallways, sometimes will walk past 15, 20 kids and then makes a decision to go up to a particular student because she senses something that student needs. Yeah. Dogs, huge with teenagers. Yeah. Just such a big, important aspect of it.
Yeah, we have a therapy dog at our school.
Hey, what's the dog's name?
Theo.
Theo?
And I haven't had too many interactions with him yet. Yeah. But he's just, he hangs out in student services, and there's like a quiet room you can go into, and he's always there. You just, if you need it, you can just go down to student services and hang out with Theo for